Hey everybody, today I'm here to talk with you about commonly confused words. But first, it's story time. If you just want the lesson, skip ahead to the time marked here. So, way back when I was a new, freshly minted teacher, I was at my desk getting ready for class and a student came up to me and said, "I need a pin." Immediately I began to worry a little bit because I was thinking maybe her pants were about to fall down because the button had come off. And this is, again, when I was a new teacher, and I didn't have the stash that I have now of just sort of alternate random student products like rubber bands and pins and tampons and things like that, and Band-Aids and all sorts of stuff that can be useful in a pinch. So I said, oh gosh, I don't have one, but I know that we have a sewing class and it meets down in the home ec room. So if you go down and you talk to the home ec teacher, she'll have a pin for you, I think. A student kind of looked at me like, "Are you messing with me?" And she said, "I just need something to wrap with." I was like, "Oh, okay." And I handed her a pen. Didn't say anything, but I'm thinking, this is not how we say it in Pennsylvania. But guess what? Now I'm in Georgia. So pin and pen are words that I say differently. So do a lot of other people. But in the American South, a lot of times they're pronounced the same. There are some other words that are also pronounced similarly, but they're specific to a particular region. I'm going to focus on the American South, but there are some other regions that you can find out about, other accents that may influence the way that things are said. These particular homophones, words that are pronounced the same, homophone, but spelled differently, can really make writing accurately difficult because spell checks are not necessarily going to catch them. You've spelled the word correctly. It's just not necessarily the word that you were looking for. The key is that they also mean different things as well. So pin and pen is one of them. Some other ones that I commonly see in my students' writing are were and we're, and sometimes where as well. Want and won't, picture and pitcher, oil and all, sometimes also with ol, as in that little old thing, which probably shouldn't be used in academic work, but sometimes if we're writing a narrative, it fits in with the diction in the dialogue. Aunt and ant, creak and crick, like a crick in your neck, route and root, and then one that I think is more universal. It's not particular necessarily to this area, but I don't see it as often on lists as I do some of the others, and that is sent, sent, and sent, all pronounced the same. Now, these aren't the ones that I see most commonly, and those are these four. It's and its, your and your, there, and there, and two, but not two, the number. Everybody remembers that the W is the one that goes with the number. It's those O's that get us thrown off. The way I remember for that one is that TO is usually a preposition or an infinitive. TOO typically means also. So if you can exchange the word also for it, just keep that in there. It's easier. With the others, I think what happens is the apostrophe confusion. Apostrophes are used for two reasons. To indicate that there's a contraction, words have been smushed together, the apostrophe marks where a letter has been taken out. But additionally, an apostrophe can be used for possessives. Students think, oh yeah, apostrophe means possessive. I mean your, it belongs to you, so I need an apostrophe in there. The catch is that apostrophe S is only used with nouns, not pronouns. So it's, your, and their do not take apostrophes in possessives. So that can help out if you can just remember apostrophe S, and apostrophe is only used for nouns for possessives. Pronouns do not take apostrophes in the possessive. So if you can remember that, that will help you out with those three very common homophone confusion points. Overall, though, strategies that you can use. First of all, become familiar with these commonly confused words. I have some links down in the descriptions. There's lots more. Go through the list and use that as a starting point to make your own list of words that you tend to get mixed up. And finally, practice using the right word in the right way. The best way to get better at something is practice. So there are lots of other homophones besides these, and you can find lists of your own or look down in the description and try some of the ones I've given you. See if you notice any that you remember getting switched around. You can use that to start off your list. And if you're aware of other groups of words that get confused for each other that are specific to a particular accent or dialect, I would love it if you left me a comment. I'm going to include the ones I discussed in this video down in the description, and I'm going to try to remember to add to it as I find out about more. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. Bye for now.